What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Today is a good day. It's July 11th. Today, the new Clips album dropped. Let God sort him out as well. You already know I'm repping. We got the new Superman movie. It's a good ass day. We got good music. We got good cinema. We are being fed good today. So today, obviously, I'm not here to talk about Superman. I'm here to talk about the Clips album, particularly something I noticed. Now, this album is amazing, first of all. But I mean, it was always going to be that way. This album kind of had the odds stacked in its favor with, obviously the Clips duo always doing their thing. We had Pharrell Williams production, and the features were stacked. And it wasn't just like bullshit features. You could tell they hand selected these features. We had Kendrick, we had Tyler, we had Nas, we even had John Legend on there, and many others. So you can tell that this was made with some love. Like they put the. I mean, it's been 16 years since the last Clips album. You could tell that this was hand selected. They even had a Cause collab with the album cover and the merch. So yeah, this shit was definitely always gonna be stacked. It was always gonna be a good album. I wasn't expecting anything otherwise. So as much as you want to give Clips their flowers and talk about the album, I'll probably do that in a separate video, but like I just want to talk about a small thing that kind of caught my attention. I found kind of interesting, particularly in the Kendrick verse and in the Tyler verse that were featured on this album. Now, there's a chance I'm reaching, but there's also a chance I'm onto something crazy. So I'm not trying to waste y'all guys' time too much. I'm just gonna get right into it. I'm gonna show you guys the proof, and I'm gonna tell you why I think what I think. So the album literally just came out today, so I can't really play the songs for you, but I'm gonna read out the lyrics for you guys. So first, I'm gonna talk about the second track on the album, Chains and Whips. First of all, Kendrick did phenomenal on here, so did the Clips duo. There was a little something about Kendrick's verse that me and a couple other people have noticed. First, you can see right here it says, here's what I noticed. He said, let's be clear, hip hop died again. Half of my problems may go to Rakim. Now, the thing I want to focus on is when he says that hip hop has died again. I feel like that means that he doesn't agree with the state that hip hop is in right now. Over the many decades of hip hop, there's definitely been a lot of artists not paying respect to the culture, and the quality between music has definitely gone up and down. And I feel like in the time we live in right now, especially with the use of AI, this is definitely more true than ever before. Either everybody's just using AI or everybody just wants to be a Cardi clone. Now, while this may not be a diss towards Ye directly, it definitely would apply to him because he definitely has been very adamant in his use of AI in music. As well, the quality of Kanye West back then and Ye now, you can tell that there's been some dip in quality in his art form, which is music, of course. As much as I honestly have been enjoying the singles he's been releasing for Bully, I can't pretend like I don't notice the AI when it's in there. But that's not all. Honestly, it's more towards the end of the verse where I started to really notice that Kendrick might just be talking about Kanye here. So another bar is, they genetics been synthetic, screaming they genius. Who do we know screams that he's a genius?
Like, I am a god. Everybody says, who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was. A god. I just told you. That's who I think I am.
Exactly. Kanye, right? But notice the use of the word synthetic here. Synthetic is something that's not real, something not from nature, artificial AI. So using the word combining of calling somebody out who claims that they're a genius might just be a diss towards Kanye. After that, we have another bar where he says, a finger wave, they all fall. Motherfuckers is Jenga. Now with this bar, it's 50-50. He might be talking about Kanye or he might be talking about Drake. Last year in his diss track towards Drake, he did have a bar saying, I wave one finger and fuck y'all motherfuckers, insinuating that Kendrick doesn't have to do much to take down certain people. And here, he's kind of making it seem like, oh, they all fall. Like they fall from greatness, like Jenga. Like Jenga, the game, the shit that you take out the blocks. It's like a big block, and then you take it out, eventually it all falls, it all comes crashing down. So like Kanye, like he was great and now he's crashing down. Now that's pretty much all for Kendrick's part. Now onto Tyler's verse. Now Tyler's verse might be a little more clear that it is about Ye. So it all comes down at the end of his verse on the third song of the album, POV. In that verse, he says, the curse of the zeros, where you become the devil, or that tap dancing. Now, this could be interpreted in many different ways. First, curse of the zeros could be referring towards money, like the more zeros you have in your check, the more money you have. Or it could be talking about age, like, more zeros or, Now, following that up with saying you become the devil, it could mean that, oh, that money could corrupt you. That, you first came from a humble beginning, but all that money changed you. You really became different. You became something that you wouldn't have before. That you actually despised before you became that very thing. Whether it be towards money or because of age, or now you're different. Tyler Swift's reference to it is interesting because he's normally not really religious, more like, I wouldn't say anti-religious, but not really someone that would really talk about that. Although it's probably just a way for him to say that someone is evil or someone has gone down the wrong path. I wouldn't really look too deep into that, but yeah. Now, the second part of that bar is kind of interesting because I think what he's trying to say is how, hip hop is a majority black industry, majority black artists. I think Tyler's trying to call out either a specific person or it's a certain group of people, how they might try to fit into some stereotypes to please certain white executives, or they try to fit the norm and have their music fit for a white audience or something like that. Compromising your values to please the white man, to please the rich guy up top, which honestly Kanye has been calling out a lot. Although Kanye is kind of hypocritical when he does that, because he does say things like that, then he goes ahead and praises Elon Musk, praises Trump, and a certain, German leader. I'm sure we all have seen what he's been saying. So definitely I could see why Tyler would be calling out Ye, or specifically why he could be referring to Ye in this bar. So the next bar that follows is up. Tyler is saying, I came in turns, I'm gonna probably outgrow my heroes. So this definitely could be referring to Ye, as when Tyler was just starting off as a rapper. Kanye was already well established, well popular. So, and we definitely have seen a lot of clips back in the day of Tyler being at Kanye concerts, not even backstage or next to him, but just as a fan, just in the crowd, just enjoying his music. So definitely it is safe to say that growing up or coming up, Tyler was definitely looking up to Ye. And seeing how Tyler right now is at a height in his career with the success of Chromacopia, Igor Call Me Payless Flower Boy, just going on and on and on, hitting beats, and just does not seem to be stopping the momentum anytime soon. And with Kanye right now kind of going at a down point, obviously Kanye will always kind of have fans, but he's definitely not where he once used to be. He definitely has fallen from grace. Just like what I think Kendrick and Tyler are referring to in these bars. So yeah, it's honestly a shame to see these three artists dissing each other. To me, I feel like all three of them are legends in the hip-hop genre. Despite everything that Kanye has done, you can't deny that he definitely has had an impact in the industry, in music in general. Although that does not excuse the things that he does say and do. So there's really no wonder why Kendrick and Tyler would be upset, especially after everything that he said about them. It's kind of like a you reap what you sow situation. You can't blame them. You can only kind of blame Kanye. And for those that need a quick recap or don't really know exactly what he said, I'm just going to throw up on screen right now just a couple of the things. I'm just going to let this speak for itself. And why did Kanye decide to go after Tyler and Kendrick in the first place? I don't know. My theory, I think he's kind of jealous. I mean, Kendrick and Tyler, just 2024, some of their, if not their biggest years ever in their careers. And he clearly saw the numbers. He clearly saw everybody talking about them. He clearly didn't like the GNX hype. He didn't like the Chromacopia hype. He wanted the attention on him. So yeah, it's a shame, bro. It's a shame. Like, they were literally just friends not that long ago. Literally, Bully right now hasn't even come out. We're still in the rollout for Bully. And when the rollout started, like literally a year ago, Tyler was in Ye's comments being all friendly to him. Like, I literally thought that during the rollout of Chromacopia, I'm like, yo, Ye might be on the album. Because they were just being all homie, buddy, right? But man, I don't know. Ye lost his mind. It's a shame. Like, there's no better way to put it. It's a damn shame. As well, literally, for the making of Bully, apparently, Baby Keem, who is Kendrick's cousin, was seen with Ye again, literally almost a year ago. And now that I think about it, like Kanye hopped on the Like Us remix saying, yo, Dot, I got you. He was like, yo, Kendrick, let me help you battle Drake. So I don't know what happened, man. I don't know if it's the nitrous. I don't know. I think, like, I don't know if the fucking Jews came for him, like he claims, but he just lost his mind. He just had enough. But I don't know, man. I should probably mention that Pusha T himself does literally diss Ye on this album as well. You know, this album is literally Pusha T's, or at least half of it, because, you know, Malice as well. But with the diss of Pusha T, it's no questioning it. Like, it's no, like, theorizing like I'm doing with Kendrick and Tyler. It's straight up. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I got for you guys. I mean, I could be completely wrong, and they could just be talking about other people, or I don't know what. But, you know, I just was listening to these tracks, noticed these bars. I put two and two together. I'm either onto something or I'm onto nothing. So yeah, this actually is not the first time that people have thought Tyler himself was dissing Ye. In the past, people have thought of it. Just look at this clip.
I've seen fans saying on the last verse of Stuntman, people was like, "Oh, he's talking about Kanye," and I'm like, "You guys are fucking stupid and have terrible comprehension skills." I would never like, no, I love that nigga, and that is not about him. It's actually about the rest of the world.
So yeah, I may totally be wrong again, but due to the fact that a lot of things have changed from that interview till now, you know, I just don't think it's out of possibility. Last thing I guess I should say, Tyler has cleared up one of the bars in this verse. It's not any of the bars that I talked about. It's actually a different bar, one where he states that an old friend of his trying to sue him for one of the old verses that he gave him. Now, some people were speculating that this might be Cardi. This is due to the fact that Cardi has a secret verse on the Chromacopia vinyl and on the official version, so they think that Tyler didn't get permission to put it in there. He just did it. But honestly, this wouldn't really add up. I think that Cardi verse is just a little Easter egg for the vinyl. Tyler's known to do special things for the physical releases of his projects. As well, Cardi literally headlined for Tyler in his Camp Flognaw Festival last year. So yeah, I just don't think that it's him. But anyway, this video isn't even about that, but yeah. Let me know what you guys thought. Am I tripping? Am I onto something? What do you guys think? I know I wasn't the only one who thought this. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, please drop a like and consider subscribing. It would really help me out a ton. And again, leave a comment, you know, what you guys think. Like anything helps. Literally any comment helps. So yeah, thank you guys for watching.